Hello students, welcome back to your Python class, computer science class. We are doing Python and we are on the chapter functions, and this week I have given you all lots of programs, explained lots of programs to you all. I hope you all have now understood how a logic of program is framed in your mind and then how you implement it and check it step by step in your program. Now in your textbooks, uh, there are 39 solved programs at the end of the chapter. Okay, from page number 312 to page number 321. There are so many programs that you can practice. For your examination, I request you and I urge you to go through all the examples through the chapters, all the question and answers at the back of the chapter, because this is my reference point when I'm making a paper. Besides this, I do have a few other reference books, but I will be discussing the type of questions asked in the next chapter with you all. So today I'm just going to, if you all have your textbook, sit with your textbook. We are going to do some marking. We're going to discuss some parts of the textbooks with you all. Okay, looking at the first chapter, computer system overview. Okay, and I'm going through the chapter, and if there is anything important, I'm going to explain it to you here. All right. So in that we have done the introduction, hardware, software. You have done the basic components and basic computer organization, that is input, output, process, the cycle, the IPO cycle, the devices that we have. Then in this book, we have the mobile system organization, which has still not been covered. So it will be done in the next uh, semester. It will be done in the next term. So 1.4 is types of software. Again, something that we have done. Now, if we go at the back of the page, there are lots of multiple choice questions, and there are fill in the blanks, and there is true and false. These will come in your exam. Okay. Then you have solved question and answers. Again, very, very important. Okay. And then you have, some insert questions. Again, important. Second chapter, data representation. We have not done binary addition. Okay. Character string representation. No. We have done the digital number systems and we have done the number conversion. So only these parts will come from the second chapter. That is page number 23. Okay. And again, at the back of the chapter, if we are going to go at the back of the chapter, page 41, you do have lots of questions again that you all can do. But of course, if it is something that you have not done, for example, if you have, uh, let's look at question number. I'll just show you which question number. There is one in which you have to find out the word. For example, page 48, question number 14. Okay, so this has not been done, so this will not come. All right. Okay, moving on. Over here again, there are a few questions, application based questions, and short answer questions and conceptual questions, which will come. Chapter 3 is not coming in your examination. Chapter 3 is not coming for your examination at all. Chapter 4, we have done the cloud computing and we have done role of operating system. We have also done compilation and interpretation, and we have done blockchain technology, and we've also done the emerging trends. So chapter 4 will also be coming. Chapter 5 is not done. Chapter 6, again from here everything is coming. Okay, so let's start Let's see the chapter 4 and then jump to chapter 5, 6. So page 85 is chapter 4. How is it compiled? We understood that. We have understood the process. The compilation process is there. Details of the process will not come, but the difference between compiler interpreter is discussed with you, so that can come. Then role of the operating system, very important question again. Then you have memory management, and then we come to cloud computing on page 94. We have done that. We've done the blockchain technology, which is on page 97. And besides then, we have done quite a lot of other emerging trends, which are important to know. That is also part of your exam. It will come. I have shared the chapter with you all in our WhatsApp groups. All right. Again, there are question and answers at the back of the chapter. Make sure you do all of them, solve most of them. If there is a problem, get in touch with me. I'm always there to help you out. All right, moving on to chapter number 6, that is getting started with Python. This chapter is only speaking about Python, background of Python, its advantages, its limitations, how do you work in it, and you're making your first Hello World program. Next is chapter number 7, page 159. In this again, this was a chapter that I've done at length with you all, taking one part of the chapter. Very important again, all the data types are there in this chapter. What are tokens? How many types of tokens do we have? Difference between expression and statements. Okay, what are the components of a program? Bare bones of the program, a variable and their assignments, how many types of variables you have, how many operators do we have. All this becomes a part of this chapter. Very, very, very important chapter. Go through this chapter 4 to 5 times, because this is theory. This is the theory of the Python, and this will come with you, even next year in different form. But this is a very important chapter that will set base for your entire year, for your entire programming in Python. Okay, so what are tokens, what are characteristics, what are keywords, what are identifiers, what are the rules of identifiers, what are literals, difference between a statement and expression. Then the types of variables we have, the types of operators that we have, punctuators that are used in this. So this chapter is extremely important. You will do it very, very thoroughly. Okay. Then dynamic typing. That what is dynamic typing? We use that. What is it? Then how are the variables saved? How is the value saved in the Python? It is different from the other programming languages. So how is it different? This is there on page number 175 of your textbook. I have shown you this practically also using the ID function inbuilt, which shows us the memory address at where the number is stored. And this is explained very well in your books on page number 176 also. And there is also a QR code that you can scan and see it in action. What is L value and what is R value? Uh, in a statement, when you have an is equal to, there is something in the left hand side, something in the right hand side, that is the L value and R value. What is the difference between the two? Must variable definition, dynamic typing, how do you read numbers? We've done all this. Okay, then page number 187, these are the first three example programs that you get in your textbooks. Uh, uh, you can see page number 187, 188, 189. All these programs you all have practiced with me, you all know, but I can ask any of these programs in the function form. Okay, so if my question to you is write a Python program with use of a function, you have to make a user defined function. So you will practice these programs making a function out of them. page 190, 191 objective type questions you all have. But in your examinations, we never have a 1 marker, we always have a 2 marker. Okay. So please do the question and answer at the back of the chapter very, very thoroughly. Coming to the next chapter, okay, we still have lots of important things in this chapter on page number 196 again. And 199, the application based question. So these are the type of questions that will come. If you look at page number 200 over here, the first part, question number 5 is what is the problems with this? What are the problems with this uh, statements? And question number 6 is what is the output? Question number 7 is again what is the output? So finding errors and finding output are the most important ways how we can assess your progress. So make sure you do these very thoroughly. Attempt them without a computer first, and then you can use the computer to check your answers. When we have the live session next week, I want you all to sit with your practical books, the practical workbook, and your textbooks for your doubt clearance session, so that once your doubt is clear, we can do some practice on the go live. All right. Okay. So with this, chapter 8 is also there, which is data handling. Again, this was a part of uh, Python fundamentals when we did it together. This is again data types, how many types of data we have, how do you convert it from here to there using the int function or the float function, what is mutable, what is immutable. I had taught you all this also. What is mutable, what is immutable. Then you have the operators, all the operators are there. This entire chapter is again very, very, very important, as chapter number 6. Okay, again at the back of the chapter there are a few question and answers that you should know. I want you all to solve all these and keep for our exam or for our doubt clearance session. I know it is too much, so do as much as you can, but do them so that when we are discussing, if you have finished it, it will go faster. Okay. Then come to page number 260. Again, look at this question, very interesting. What is the data type you will use to represent the following data? Question 7 is again output question. Then question number 11 on page 261. To calculate the amount of payable if money has been lent on simple interest. Basically, they're asking you to do a simple interest program, and they've given you some, uh, you know, they've given you some details. It's a simple program, but I can give you this question with a function twist to it. Okay. Or maybe a twist where I say, where a user is allowed to exit at his will. Okay. So all these things you have to understand. And I may also ask you to do this program where the rate of interest should be 3% if the user has not specified. That means we are using the default parameter over there. Also for your doubt clearance session, I honestly request you to attend my session with a laptop or a computer where you have done your programs, so that if required, I can have a look at your programs and suggest little few changes. So please attend my doubt clearance session with a laptop or a computer if possible. If not, mobiles are fine, iPads or tablets are fine, but I would request you to sit with a computer, because that is how I even expect you to attend my lectures, because uh, a computer science class without a computer becomes very difficult. All right. Page number 263, again, lots of question and answers to be done. Look at the question number on page number 264, question number 21. How will you express the following in Python? Another interesting question that can be asked if this was done, how would you express it in Python? Again, there are solved question and answers later on. Okay, it's not here. But you can do all these questions at the back of the chapter, page 267. Page 268. All right. Finally, chapter 9, flow of control. This was the looping statements, the looping ones that we are doing. And after this, we have functions. Functions, there's no particular chapter in your textbooks. I have sent you a chapter on the WhatsApp group. Please go through that chapter. Again, in this chapter, I have already shown you all once, how do you convert a while loop to a for loop to a while loop, what will be the output of the following code, uh, why is there an error in the following code. All these questions will come. Fibonacci series, prime numbers, Armstrong numbers, factorials, LCM, BMI. LCM is there in your textbook itself. I know I have not shown you all the code for it, but look at page number 320, question number 35. It is there. The LCM question is right there. Also look at the question number 36. Question number 37 is using the random function that we have spoken about before. And then question number 39 is a pattern. We have done patterns and loops also. Again, question and answers are again very, very, very important. Okay, so with this today, I've done a quick revision of the textbook with you of all the chapters. Okay, you should practice these questions which are given at the back of the books, because this is where we take our reference from, because we know you all have your textbooks at home, so we want to make it simple for you also. Okay, so with this I'm going to end today's class. Take your textbook as your bible, as your guide. There are two chapters that are not covered in your textbook. I have sent those two chapters in the PDF form. If possible, print them out. If not possible, refer to them in your mobile phones or your screen, whichever you have. Do the question answers at the back of the chapter over there also. With this, I end today's class. Keep a list of your doubts handy and ready, so when we do the session, we can focus on all of them. All right. With this, I end today's class. Children, stay home, stay safe, take care, keep learning. Thank you.